only 23 pages, it's okay. But it's large print, as I can see. Thank you for the opportunity of sharing this morning. I thought I would give you an update of my past. When I was 3 years old, we lived in the country. Our neighbours asked Mum and Dad if they could take me to Sunday school. Their response was anything to get me and my sister out of their hair for an hour on Sunday mornings. So we went to Sunday school for 6 months. Along came the Sunday school anniversary or our Christmas program. And it was also Dad's birthday. He would celebrate at the pub, but we talked Dad out of it. We said, Dad, we need to go to Sunday school anniversary. It was our big party. So regretfully, he gave up his birthday celebrations to go to our anniversary program. And then a few years later, Mum and Dad were called to the Bible College and became officers of the Salvation Army. They moved around every couple of years. I became a junior soldier at the age of 7 years old. And then we went to Hornsby, Wagga Wagga and Fairfield, where I worked at Franklin's supermarket. And a new guy came to the store. Wow, he was hot. I fell in love, and after 7 years, he asked me to marry him. So after 25 years, we've had lots of ups and downs, but we are still together. We had to make the biggest decision of our life was to terminate a pregnancy at 21 weeks, as our baby had spinal bifida and major heart problems. The doctors sent us home to think about our decision, and our baby had died in those couple of days. So I had to go through labour, and we had to bury our child. The worst day of my life. I worked for Woolworths a few years later on the briefing team, changing store layouts throughout New South Wales. Many weeks living away from home. And I got, one of my friends for my birthday got me a Panacure, which caused an ulcer. And after many surgeries, trying to save my big toe, I ended up losing it. I was in hospital for 69 days with infection, and then I lost another 2 toes since then. A year later, my heart started playing up, and then I got a pacemaker defibrillator put in. And then it got fluid overload, and the doctor wanted to remove my leg. Then last year, my kidneys were dying, and started diagnosis for 5 days. Then in January this year, the doctors told me I had cancer. I was so cranky, big God, keeping my feelings to myself. What have I done? Why me? I had 2 operations in the cervix area to stop the cancer spreading. And after the second operation, we had a meeting with the cancer team who said I was so high risk for any other treatment or operation. I would just have to live with it, and live with it to the full, and live life to the fullness. My answer was, I did say that I had to the doctor that I was going to jump out of a plane tomorrow. He rang me a couple of days later to see if I was on Silverside watch. And I said, just a joke. 4 weeks ago, the doctors rang again. The team had got a verdict, and I better bring my support people with me. So I took Mum and Bruce, and I went to his rooms, shaking, and Mum said, no surgery, Tracey, no surgery. I can still hear her say, no surgery. He said that my surgery was the 13th of October, and it was going to be done by a robot in my ass. And I did have many, and that they didn't have high hopes of success. And I had to organise my end of life papers. I would come out okay. I couldn't end up on diagnosis with kidneys for the rest of my life, or my heart could die. These 2 weeks, I really closed up, not sharing my feelings with anyone. I did say to Mum and Bruce that I wanted Lucas to be at my funeral, and that my song choice, and gave Bruce permission to move on, as I felt I was no longer a woman without my ovaries, uterus, cervix, tubes, and whatever else they decide to take out. I cried myself to sleep most nights. In the last week, before going into surgery, I was going everywhere thinking, this is my last coffee. This is my last time I'll be able to do this. Last Thursday morning, as I was playing with Lucas, cuddling him, knowing he knew that something was going on. Bruce wanted me to go in by bus to Mother Hospital, and I said it wasn't a great idea because I did have bladder problems, and with a wheelchair, a suitcase, a sleep machine, all on his back. So we decided to take the car. Stopping off at the pub for lunch. When I got to the ward, 3 other women were in my room who had had similar operations a couple of days earlier, and they were up walking around. Surprise, surprise to my eyes, I thought. I told myself I had to pull myself together and to think positive. The different surgeons came to see me that day. The anaesthetic doctor came in and I just broke. She was the nicest doctor and told me it was okay to be scared, but many precautions have been made in case anything was to happen. On Friday morning, I was supposed to go in for my surgery at 12, but they woke me up at 5:30 to tell me to have my shower and get ready, changing my gown and to get ready. I rang Bruce to tell him that I was on my way, as he wanted to be there as I got wheeled away. At 9 o'clock they came and got me, and tears rolling down my face, I left the ward. They took me to the private hospital. Bruce arrived 15 minutes later, and he gave me a kiss. I walked into the theatre, and there it was, the robot. Just a silver metal thing. My gynecologist, my heart surgeon, the kidney surgeon, the team, and 3 anaesthetic doctors. I think all this for me. I quickly closed my eyes, and they said, oh no, you keep awake. I said, no, I just want to close my eyes. And next time I woke up, I heard Bruce talking to me in ICU. They started taking me off my machines on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. the next day. When Mum and Bruce arrived, I was sitting up waiting for the physio to see if I could walk or not. By 2 p.m. I was back on the ward. The next morning, the gyno team came in at 7 o'clock and asked me if I wanted to go home. Of course I did. This week has been interesting. Lucas has brought all his toys next to me in bed. He sits there and protects me. If he goes near my stomach, I just spray him with my water bottle. He sits by my feet. And yesterday he moved his toys out to the lounge room. Is that saying that I can go out to the lounge room? So I went and sat on the lounge yesterday afternoon. I've been to get my blood test on Monday, doctors on Tuesday, and spoke to one of my specialists on Wednesday. There is a problem with my red cells in my blood, and I've got an appointment with the kidney team this week. Otherwise, I'm feeling fine, just sore. I know a lot of people, prayers went up for me, and I especially like to thank Janet for organising my prayer chain. But I wish I had the same feeling that I was going to survive, and I doubted God so much. I was thinking people's prayers would not work. I wasn't that great. I wasn't really special to God. I didn't matter. I can't really see my Bible to read it, and I'm not brainy enough to know my Bible verses. But some songs have come to my mind. And this week, the song of mine has been, be bold, be strong, for the Lord your God is with us. I will not be afraid, for I will not be afraid, I will not dismay, for the Lord your God is with us. I should find out this week what treatment is next, but in the meantime, Mum, Lucas, Bruce and I would like to thank you for your love and prayers. Continue to pray for us. Thank you.